Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? It is Ant, and welcome back to the channel. So, today, if you could not already tell from the title of the video, we're going to be trying to beat Pokemon Violet with the use of shiny Pokemon only. Kinda. Let me explain. So when I first started the game, I intended to play it through casually. I wanted to learn the game, play co-op with some of my friends and have a bit of a chill, whilst also recording a couple episodes for a playthrough. But that idea never really came to fruition after the first day when I found my first shiny of the game. But at this point, I'd already advanced past the first and maybe also the second gym as well, so I can keep my Pokemon obeying me. And well, that explains the kinda, because everything after that first day is shiny only. Yo guys, sorry for the massive delay with this video. I'm now currently finishing the video off on January 3rd, 2023, despite saying that this was going to come out on December 1st, when it was actually ready. Another reason why this video is kind of is because where I ended the challenge, some things happened. But basically, to put a long story short, I finished the challenge at Champion Geeta because I thought I've beaten the champion, that's the end of the game. And then after playing what I thought was post-game, I then realised that I've maybe ended the challenge a bit too early, and because of this I didn't even want to upload this, but I've decided I'm going to. Nevertheless, I still really hope you enjoy this video, and enough of me blabbing on about all of this stuff, let's go get into things. So we go pick our starter as Coco, the fire type. This is also shiny locked, so we couldn't shiny hunt this anyway, and we do have to stick with it for a while. But with this as a starter, we then go get into our first fight of a run against Mona. 2 embers will be enough to take down her Sprigatito, and then just before we get into Megzoza, we have to go get into another fight with Nemona again. She goes and terrestrializes her Pawmi, and it actually gives us what would have been an incredible Nuzlocke moment where we survive on 1 HP, we get put down into Blaze, and we can go for our second Ember and take down her Pawmi and finish the battle. Now with this done, I'm finally in Megzoza City, and I actually go get myself stuck in this little area to start things off. Now at this point I was kind of worried that I was going to have to restart my entire run because I could not get out of it. I actually couldn't. I was completely stuck. But eventually, after doing some things online, I could get out of there. I could continue on with my run as well. So I head down up into the next city here and get up against the first gym leader of the run. So what we do is we go and terrestrialize our Mischief, and we basically just go and sweep the entire gym. Again guys, this slight little bit here wasn't shiny only because I was just sort of playing it to do like a normal playthrough at this point. But don't worry, the shiny only definitely does come in. But with that done, that's a Cortando gym defeated, and we move on. So just like I was with Legends Arceus, an open world game, all I really like to do in it is explore instead of doing objective as well. And honestly, I was just sort of exploring around the map for a very long time. And what's quite crazy is after exploring around here for quite a very long time, we end up actually coming across what looked to be a shiny Pokemon. And if any of you have seen my little YouTube shorts, I found this probably my first hour or 2 into the game, and it's my shiny Goomy. So I can catch up to Pokemon level 20 now with the gym defeated, so we go capture this, and we go and make a little YouTube short as well. Now this Goomy, we go and give it the nickname of Rimuru, just because I've been watching a lot of that time I was reincarnated as a slime lately. It sort of reminds me of Rimuru. They're both, I guess, a slime. But yeah, with that done, we go and move on. I'm also finding that I'm getting pretty annoyed with Moraldon not being able to actually swim. So we go and take down Bombardier, the Open Sky Titan. And it wasn't completely shiny only this one as well, because we're still not at that second gym as I was speaking about earlier. But really, I just want to go get my Moraldon upgraded because I'm getting sort of sick of not being able to cross water while my friends can. So we go take down Bombardier, the Open Sky Titan, and we move on. And with us moving on, we go down and take on the grass type gym. Now this is the last time we'll actually be going without shiny only, because from here is where I found a couple more shinies and I decided to just take it on completely this way. So we terrestrialize our Crocodile and we pretty much just sweep through the entire gym, taking down the first 2 Pokemon. And then our Rocky Helmet also taking down the Sudowoodo as well to obtain ourselves the Artisan Gym Badge. Now from here I started driving around on my Moraldon. I ended up finding myself a Nimble as well, which looked a pretty funny colour. And little did I know when I went into the battle with it, it was a shiny. So we go capture this up as well. Now not only this, but also whilst riding around in the same area, we find ourselves the Cloth Titan. and we have to go get ourselves into a forced battle with it. Now this isn't actually too hard for us. We are able to take this down through the likes of using both our Gumi and then also swapping over into our Nimble as well and taking it down with a double kick. Now from here the Cloth Titan runs away, we get into another fight with it at the bottom and we take it down with a water gun from our Gumi. And with this done, we've also beaten our second Titan of a run. Coming up next then, we do a little bit of training and our Nimble goes and evolves into a low kicks. For driving around the area and finding ourselves a cloth of our own in a really nice blue colour actually. I really like the look of this shiny, but yeah, immediately I go and put it straight into a Pokeball. And with this done, we go get into another fight with Nemona in Levincia City, where we have to fight her before we can get into the gym. We take down her Rockruff through the use of 2 Metal Claws, and then we also Terrastallise as well. And then against the Pawmi, we go for a Rock Throw. This will go down with a one-shot. We're also then up against her Florigato. We survive the attack that they put out on us, and we're able to take this down for the use of 2 Rock Throws and win the fight. With his fight defeated, I can now get up against the gym leader as well, which is Iono, the electric type trainer, and they're going to lead off with their Wattrel. Now against Wattrel, I'm going to lead off again with my Cloth, and I'm going to Terrastallise. And from here I'm going to go for a Rock Throw on the Wattrel, which will be enough to one-shot it and take it down. Her next Pokemon then is Bellibolt, and Bellibolt does go down to 3 Rock Throws, so we take that down as well. And it's Luxio, and Luxio actually survives the Rock Throw and is able to take us down with Bolt. After this though, we can send in our Low Kicks. Low Kicks is quick enough to go for a Lunge and Revenge Kill. And now we're up against her last Pokemon, which is a Miss Magius, which does actually Terrastallise as well, and it manages to take us down. Luckily it keeps going for Confuse Ray every turn against both my Pokemon, both Low Kicks before being taken down and my Gumi, which gives us chances to actually hit the Miss Magius and take it down. And with that done, that's Iono, the 3rd gym leader of the run, defeated. After driving back around the same area where I found Nimble and Cloth, I also found myself a shiny Pawmi, so I'll go capture this up. And then whilst driving through the cave where I actually met my Rhydon, I also found a funny looking Houndour. Now I thought this was maybe only a funny colour because of the area that it's in, but it turns out it was shiny and I was correct to have a look at it. So we also could capture this up. Now upon inspection, this had something like 2 special attack or 1 attack. It was terrible, so it just was not making the team for quite a while until I could go get some bottle caps and fix it up. But the Pawmi was brilliant. It had something like 27 speed, 27 attack, so it really made up for the Houndour that wasn't going to feature in too many battles. And after running around in circles for 1,000 steps, we finally go and evolve this as well into a Pawmot. And with that done, we go and fight Iron Treads, the Quaking Earth Titan, and we go take this down as well, so we can try and do some more upgrades onto our Miraidon, taking it down both times for the use of Pawmot and some help from Arven Scavillain. Next up now, we've got to go get into a fight with Gym Leader Kofa, a water type trainer. What I'm going to do is on the first turn, I'm immediately going to go in there. I'm going to Terrastallise my Pawmot. And we're going to spam Sparks, which does not actually take down the Veluza with 1 shot, unfortunately. But we are able to take this down with a quick attack on the next turn. His next Pokemon that comes in then is Wugtrio, who does go down to a 1 shot from Spark. And now we're up against the next Pokemon, which he Terrastallises. This is his Crabominal, and Crabominal will go down to the use of 2 Sparks, and that will be enough for us to win the fight and earn ourselves the 4th gym badge of the run. Now with this done, we're also going to go fight our first Team Star member of the run as well. This is the boss of Team Star's Fire Crew Mela. So Mela here, her Torkoal is going to go down to 2 Rock Throws. And now we've also got to go fight the Varoom as well, which is her Starmobile. And that actually manages to take down Claw. It's on quite low life though. We're able to come in with our Pawmot, go for 2 attacks, 1 being quick attack on the last turn, take it down, and that's finished. And then we can go get ourselves into a fight with Larry, the normal type gym leader. So he's going to start off here with Kamala, and Pawmot with a low sweep will take this down with a 1 shot. So we got to take that down. His next Pokemon then is a Dunsparce, which also goes down to 2 hits from low kick. And lastly, he's going to bring out Staraptor as well. Now I Terrastallise here with my Pawmot, and he's also going to Terrastallise with his Staraptor. Now Staraptor is actually going to finish me off with a Facade here. And then I'm going to go switch over into another Pokemon, being Low Kicks. And Low Kicks here is going to go for the use of 2 double kicks we're going to finish off Staraptor. And with that done, we've went and earned ourselves the 5th gym badge of a run too. Next up from here, after beating this gym, we have to actually go get into a fight with Nemona. So Nemona's going to send out her Lycanroc. And just how things were, Pormok was in my lead. So Pormok comes out, we go for a low sweep, and we do one-shot the Lycanroc. And next up we get Goomy. I've actually switched to my own Goomy here as well, because I wanted to try Goomy versus Goomy. We have like another crazy Nuzlocke sort of moment where we survive on 1 HP. And then I switch over into Cloth and take down the Goomy. Next up then Pormok comes back out. And because I wanted to fight against Pormo with it. And with that done now, she's also going to bring out her Meowscarada. And then it's going to go for a Flower Trick. Pormok survives and is able to get 2 little hits on it. And then we're able to go switch over into low kicks and take this down and win the fight. Now with this done, our level cap. We're not really on a level cap, but I'm still trying not to over level. And well, with this we're able to go get our Goomy to level 40, and that will evolve it into a Sliggoo. After this now we're getting into a fight with Tulip, the 6th gym leader of the run. Now Tulip honestly was probably my hardest gym leader of the entire run. We lost the first time by being taken down by her Florges. We lost the second time because Quick Attack was not enough to take down Esperafa. And now we're getting into our 3rd attempt with her as well. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to start with our low kicks. And we're also going to Terrastallise immediately. And with ourselves Terrastallized, we go for a lunge. And that will be able to take down the Farigarav. Then we also up against the Gardevoir here, can go for 2 lunges and take this down. And now nextly we've also got her Esperafa. So what we've done against Esperafa is we've made a hard switch over into Cloth. And we've actually been able to stay in for 2 turns here as well. Take a risky hit. We're also going to go get into our Anger Shell there, which is going to give us a boost in attack and speed. And we're going to go take this down. Now next up we're up against the Florges. And what happens here is I go for a Metal Claw, 95% accuracy. And it misses. I would have loved to have seen how much damage that was going to do, but sadly we never got to. But thankfully I can go back into my own low kicks here. I can go for a first impression, and that will be enough to take down the Florges and win us the fight for the 6th gym badge of the run. And with our 6th gym badge got, we go head up into the snowy city of Montreneva and get into a fight with Nemona. So with Nemona here we're going to start off with our low kicks. And low kicks is actually going to go down to an Accelerock from the Lycanroc. With this done, we're already on a bit of a back foot. So we go make the switch over into Pormok though, and we are able to take down the Lycanroc at least. After this then, Sliggoo comes and we also take this down with a close combat. And then nextly we also take down her own Pormok with a close combat too. And then a Meowscarada comes in, and this absolutely destroys us. Flower Gift is probably the most broken move I've ever witnessed. Pormok goes down. Rimuru actually survives quite a bit because they can't go for Flower Trick, but it does eventually also go down. And then Cloth also goes down to another Flower Trick and we lose. From here then I go do some more hunting because I need some more Pokemon to actually help us. So I go find myself this Golduck. Let me capture this up. But at the moment, we can only have Pokemon obey us up to level 50. So this Golduck being level 51 ain't going to help us too much. Also, we had to go to level 51 with our Sliggoo to evolve it into a Goodra, because for some reason it stopped raining when we leveled up our Sliggoo to level 50. That's fine though, because with this all done, we're now ready to go fight against Gym Leader Ron to try and get our 7th gym badge. They're going to start off Mimikyu and Bayonet. We start off with our new Golduck and also low kicks. So how this is going to go here is I'm going to go for a Throat Chop, take down the Bayonet with a one-shot. And Golduck's going to go for a Hydro Pump. And thankfully he's going to listen as well. And that will break the disguise of the Mimikyu. Next up after this, we go for a Throat Chop on the Mimikyu and take this down. And Golduck pretends not to notice when I ask him to go for a Hydro Pump. So with this done, I thought, you know, I can't keep you in. So I do make a switch here on the next turn. Send out Houndoom. They're also going to go Terrastallise there. Bring out a Toxtricity, which we take down with a Throat Chop. And we go for a foul play on the Houndstone. Doesn't take it down, but we can also double team up on it, take it down with a Throat Chop. And that's a Montreneva City gym defeated. And with this done, we're now going to head to the next gym as well. Battling with Gym Leader Crusher, the Ice type trainer, when we finally arrive in Glaceda. So Houndoom here is going to come out straight away, and we're going to go for a Flamethrower here on the Frostmoth and take it down with a one-shot. Next up after this, our next Pokemon Beartic will also go down to a one-shot from Flamethrower. And we're also going to go take down Setitan as well with a two-shot from Flamethrower. After this, they bring out Altaria and they Terrastallise. And Flamethrower is almost enough to take it down, but it's just not enough sadly. So with that, we're also taken down on the next turn by Altaria, and revenge kill with Pawmot on the next turn with a quick attack to earn ourselves the 8th gym badge of a run. Now with this, we can go get into the Elite Four. Now I wasn't sure what the trainers were going to be like here, so leading Pawmot was probably not my greatest of ideas up against a Whiscash, so I immediately switch over into my low kicks. We take an Earth Power, and then after this I am predicting a water type move, so I'm going to make the switch over into Golduck. And Golduck, after trying to battle with this for a while, is able to take this down with a couple of Psychics. Next up then we got Dolphin, we go for a Hydro Pump, and we actually miss as well. And with that done, we lose Golduck in this fight. That's fine though, because we're going to go bring out our Goodra after this, and a 2-shot with Surf will be enough to take down the Dolphin. Dugtrio comes along, Earthquake. We actually survive with 1 HP, getting another like crazy Nuzlocke sort of moment, and being able to take this down with a Surf straight after. Because we're faster than the Camerupt, we also take this down with a Surf. And now we're up against our last Pokemon, which is a Clodsire. Now Clodsire has the ability Water Absorb, so I just let Rimuru go down here. And I go switch then back over into my low kicks. I Terrastallise, and we go for a couple lunges, which will eventually be enough to take down the Clodsire and win us the fight. With this done, we're going to get into the second member of the Elite Four, Poppy, the Steel type trainer. So again, I've got Pawmot up in the lead, close combat, and we take down Copper Jar straight away. Now, I actually thought I was quite clever here. I started off with Pawmot. I knew a Psychic type attack was coming, so I switch over into my Dark Fire type, being the Houndoom. And I stay in, going for a Flamethrower, which Bronzong survives, and then Bronzong goes and actually kills us with an unexpected Earthquake after this as well, so we lose him there. But I can switch back over into Pawmot from here and take down the Bronzong. Next up then comes out the Corviknight, which goes down to a 2-shot from Spark. And then Magnezone survives the close combat with Sturdy, and we finish it off with a quick attack on the next turn. And then after this, they're going to Terrastallise their Tinkaton into a solo Steel type. But that's okay, we're going to go for a close combat with Pawmot, take this down. And that's Poppy, the Elite Four, defeated. And now after this, we're up against Larry once again. One of my favourite trainers of the entire game. And this time he's coming out as a flying type trainer. We're going to Terrastallise on the first turn with Pawmot. And we're going to go for the use of 2 Sparks to take down a Tropius after taking insane damage from a Sunny Day Solar Beam. After this then Staraptor comes in, gives us an Intimidate attack drop. And because of this we fail to 1-shot. We take a close combat and we go down. So after this I send in Cloth. Now my idea here was I was going to take a close combat, go into Angus Shell, and I was going to kill. But they crit us, so we couldn't do that. But thankfully, because of the Rocky Helmet, Staraptor goes down anyway. We send out Goodra, and Goodra can go for 2 Dragon Pulses and take down Oricorio. And then Altaria is actually going to finish off Goodra, but it's still fine. We're going to send back out Low Kicks, go for a Throat Chop, take this down. And then they send out their Flamigo. It's going to take down Low Kicks. And then we're going to send out Houndoom, and we're going to eventually take this down with a few Flamethrowers as well. And with this done, Flamigo goes down, and that's Larry defeated. Meaning that we're now up against Hassel of the Elite Four, the Dragon type trainer. Now this fight never actually went to plan, because Hassel actually ended up destroying us with Baxcalibur as well. His Dragon types, I weren't expecting the Pokemon he had, and he took us down. But that's fine. We're going to go through the whole Elite Four once again and get back up to Hassel with some stronger Pokemon this time as well. And my idea here is I'm going to let Noivern, his first Pokemon, knock me down into Anger Shell. I'm going to get my boosts, and I'm going to be faster than it. And I'm going for a Rock Slide this turn as well, so I thought at +1 attack it would be enough to take down the Noivern. But Noivern does survive. Anger Shell's speed boost though does make me faster than the Noivern the next turn, so we take that down. Next up then, we've also got Dragalg, and Dragalg also survives a high horsepower as well, which isn't great, because then we're taken down by Hydro Pump. Because of the low HP though, I can send out Low Kicks. I can go for a first impression and take this down. His next Pokemon then is Haxorus, and my plan here is I'm going to go for a couple lunges, because I know it's going to go for Rock Tomb, try and lower my speed while also getting off a super effective attack. It does miss the first time, and we are able to take this down with another 2 more lunges. So because we have had our speed dropped by a Rock Tomb, We weren't able to be faster than the Flapple, and Kabu goes down. But Houndoom can come back in after, take this down through the use of 2 flamethrowers. And then it's going to go and sack itself off up against Terrastallized Baxcalibur from the use of Glaive Rush. And then I can bring in Porma on the next turn, who is a lot faster, going for the use of Close Combat to take down the Baxcalibur and win the fight. Now with this done, we're up against our final challenge of the run, Top Champion Geeta. So Geeta here is going to send out Esperatha, and that's going to go for a Lumina Crash on Cloth, knock us down into our Anger Shell, which is what we was trying to get. But unfortunately, Esperatha has an ability which I wasn't aware of, which gives it all our boosts as well. So we actually end up losing Cloth anyway because our speed boost didn't mean nothing. But on the next turn, I'll send out my low kicks. We go for a first impression and take down Esperatha. King Ambit comes out after this, and I hadn't seen this Pokemon yet, but I kind of guessed it was a steel type, so we go for an axe kick, take it down. Go-Goat goes down to the use of 2 lunges. We also take down Veluza from the use of 2 lunges, and almost take down Avalugg as well with 2 axe kicks. It does take us down with a Body Presto, and we can bring in our Goodra on the next turn, finish this off with a Flamethrower. And then she's going to bring out her last Pokemon here, which is a Glimmora, which Terrastallizes and tries to take us down as well. But because of Goodra's high special defense, we do survive many of the attacks that they send to us, and we are able to take this down with a Flamethrower and a couple Surfs. And with that all done, that's Top Champion Geeta defeated, meaning that we defeated the challenge and we defeated the run. Guys, I really hope you've all enjoyed this video, even though it maybe ended a bit too early. I'm actually not too sure where the end of the game is, but at the time of recording, I actually thought this was the end of the game, so I actually stopped recording at this point. And I thought about maybe I could go trade all the Pokemon to another account and go do the rest of what I thought is maybe the post game, but they're a bit too high level now, so it's not possible. I'll probably try another challenge like this very soon in the future as well to make up for it if it's not the end of the game. But yeah, guys, regardless of that, guys, if you have enjoyed, make sure to show some love in the comments and on the ratings. Also, again, if you're new here and you would like to see more content just like this as well, make sure to also not forget to smash that big red button. And yeah, with all that said, it's been Ant, and I will see you all in another video very soon. Peace out, guys.